Alright everyone, so first I'm going to start off with a huge thank you to my friend Nadi and her family for taking me on this road trip. Jeonju is about a 5-hour drive from where we live in Yeonju, so this wasn't a short or nearby trip. We started off at around 8 o'clock in the morning and made a few stops along the way, which is one thing I love about Korea. It's their rest stops. They can legitimately be a highlight of any trip. I've been to multiple rest stops already and let me tell you, they're impressive. They have food courts, snack food areas, convenience stores, large, multiple stalled restrooms because low-key we all know that those are generally the most important when we're on a road trip. And after eating and getting some snacks to go, we got back in the car and continued on our way. Sidestep, these little pastries are called hodu-gwaja, which are little walnut and red bean cakes that are apparently famous in Cheonan, which is the city that we stopped at during our first rest stop. That's some honey citron juice, honey yuja, some tteokbokki, potatoes because I love potatoes, and some more of those hodu-gwaja. So when we arrived in Jeonju, we actually stopped by the university that Nadi's mom attended. It was such a nice campus that it kind of made me miss my university. Kind of. We continued to drive around and had a drink at the cafe in the middle of that man-made lake right there, which was really pretty. One thing I'd like to point out is that it looks sunny in the video and it looks like a really beautiful day, which it was. It was really clear, but it was also really cold. So we didn't do much walking outside. We did walk around a bit, but it was a bit windy and yeah, like I said, it's still winter. So we said goodbye to the campus and we made our way over to a traditional Hanok village. And now, story time! So one of the things that Jeonju is most known for is that it is home to more than 700 traditional houses, but it's also known for several other things. For one, this village is home to Gyeonggi-jeon, which is ultimately a shrine that was built to hold, among other things, a portrait of King Taejo, who was the founder of the Joseon dynasty. Walking along the streets, you can find and attend small art workshops, you can make traditional Korean paper called hanji, you can enjoy the city's famed bibimbap, and one of the things that I found most interesting is that there are many hanbok rental shops. For those of you that don't know, hanbok is Korea's traditional clothing. They are primarily worn for special occasions such as birthdays, weddings, important ceremonies, but they're also worn for quote-unquote fun. I've seen many young people dress up in them when visiting palaces with their friends or as a couple, mainly to take pictures. Another random sidestep. When I first arrived, I didn't know what plants these were, to be honest, and I realized that they planted lettuce on these planters randomly around the street. So that's something very common. And I don't mean just in this village, I mean all around Korea. I've seen it, at least in my neighborhood, and I've seen it also sometimes in Seoul. Here, Nadi and I were finally convinced to actually wear a hanbok. We were gonna go to I guess like a palace or the gate that is famous here in Jeonju. So after walking around for a bit, we went into this museum called Ojin Bakmulgwan, which is the Royal Portrait Museum. Here you can see these little dolls, and they're actually made out of paper. So this is the paper that I mentioned earlier, that the traditional Korean paper called hanji. They had so much detail that I actually didn't believe that they were made out of paper. After walking around, we ended up exiting that museum area and we went off here to the street to find some snacks. So I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't record any more of it, but we did visit her family later on throughout the day and we got home around midnight. Overall, I was super thankful to have visited Jeonju. It was a great way to begin the new year and to experience more of Korea's food, culture, and traditions. As always, like and subscribe. If there's anything, anywhere you'd like me to show you, leave a comment and I'll be your eyes. Bye-bye!